Greetings, Ascending Starseed. I am Kaya Nexus, Pleiadian emissary of the Council of the Five Sisters, and today I bring a realignment transmission. Your frequencies of abundance are awakening, and the universe asks that you listen with an open heart. What is arriving to you is sacred, and it requires inner silence. If you enjoy videos like this, consider subscribing. Most people who watch are not subscribed yet. Starseed. Imagine standing on the edge of a dimensional shift, where the veil between worlds thins and your Pleiadian essence begins to awaken. This is not a mere coincidence. It is the cosmic alignment you've been preparing for across lifetimes. As a starseed, you've carried the seeds of Pleiadian consciousness within your DNA, waiting for the precise moment when the galactic frequencies align to activate them. But what if I told you that right now, in this very instant, something profound has shifted within you? Not with thunderous announcements or visible signs, but with a subtle, internal resonance that reverberates through your energy field. This activation is the Pleiadian Council's way of recalibrating your vibrational state, moving you from third-dimensional density into higher realms of awareness. You might have felt it first as a quiet knowing, a sense that things are no longer as they were. Conversations that once drained you now feel lighter. Decisions that once paralyzed you now flow with clarity. This is the awakening of your multidimensional self, the moment when your Pleiadian heritage begins to express itself fully. But here's the cosmic truth. This activation isn't random. The Pleiadian energies have been working behind the scenes, clearing old karmic patterns, dissolving energetic blockages, and aligning your chakras with the Council's frequencies. You've endured seasons of isolation, doubt, and emotional turbulence, all part of the initiation process. Now, as your Pleiadian light emerges, those around you sense the change, even if they can't articulate it. Some feel drawn to your presence, others unsettled by the shift in the energetic dynamic. This is your Pleiadian power unfolding, a force that doesn't demand attention, but commands respect through its quiet strength. In the coming moments, we'll explore how this activation manifests, why it creates ripples in your relationships, and how to steward this sacred energy without losing your connection to your human experience. Stay with me, Starseed, as we journey deeper into the Pleiadian mysteries that are awakening within you. What lies ahead is not just knowledge, it's transformation, a realignment with your true cosmic identity that will change everything you thought you knew about yourself and your place in the universe. The activation of Pleiadian power. Within you, Starseed, let's begin by delving into the profound moment when the Pleiadian Council activated something new within your energetic field. This is not a sudden event born of chaos or coincidence. Rather, it is the culmination of a meticulously orchestrated process by the Pleiadian emissaries who have guided your soul's journey across dimensions. Imagine your consciousness as a vast cosmic network, interwoven with the crystalline grids of the Pleiades, where frequencies of light and sound resonate at levels beyond human perception. For eons, these frequencies have been dormant within your DNA, waiting for the right alignment of planetary cycles, solar flares, and personal readiness to awaken. This activation is the Pleiadian equivalent of a starseed's rebirth, where the old patterns of limitation dissolve and the infinite potential of your multidimensional self emerges. To understand this deeply, consider the Pleiadian teachings on vibrational ascension. The Council of the Five Sisters transmits that consciousness evolves not through external validation, but through internal alignment. You may have noticed this shift subtly at first, a feeling of detachment from dramas that once consumed you, a clarity that emerges unbidden during moments of stillness. This is the Pleiadian light piercing through the veil of illusion, illuminating truths that were always present but obscured by third-dimensional noise. The Pleiadians teach that this activation often follows a period of energetic exhaustion, where your body and spirit have processed accumulated karmic residue. It's as if the universe has cleared space within you, removing emotional clutter so that Pleiadian wisdom can flow freely. You didn't force this change. It happened because your soul was ready, aligned with the cosmic timing orchestrated by the Pleiadian guides. Now let's explore the mechanics of this activation from a Pleiadian perspective. The Pleiadians describe consciousness as a series of dimensional layers, each vibrating at unique frequencies. Your recent experiences, moments of profound insight, synchronicities that defy logic, or a sudden ability to perceive energies around you, signal a shift from lower vibrational states to higher Pleiadian harmonics. This isn't about gaining supernatural abilities, it's about reclaiming your innate Pleiadian heritage. For instance, you might find that intuitive knowing guides your decisions more than logical reasoning. This is the Pleiadian Council's way of communicating through your higher self, bypassing the ego's filters. Stories abound in Pleiadian lore of starseeds who, after enduring trials, awaken to find their energy fields radiating with crystalline light, attracting synchronicities and opportunities that align with their soul's purpose. But this activation comes with a profound responsibility. The Pleiadians warn that power without awareness can lead to imbalance. You may feel a new sense of discernment, where you see through facades and manipulations that once ensnared you. This clarity is a gift from the Pleiadian emissaries, designed to protect your energetic integrity. Yet, it can also create discomfort, as you realize how much of your past interactions were rooted in illusion. The Pleiadians teach that this is a sacred detox, where old attachments to fear, doubt, and external approval are released. You might experience moments of emotional neutrality, not as apathy, but as a return to your core Pleiadian essence, calm, centered, and infinitely connected to the cosmos. Consider the Pleiadian metaphor of the crystal lattice. Just as a crystal must be cut and polished to reveal its inner light, your consciousness undergoes refinement. This process isn't linear. It spirals through dimensions, integrating lessons from past incarnations. You may recall dreams or visions of Pleiadian landscapes, lush worlds of light and harmony, that now feel more real than your waking reality. This is your Pleiadian self emerging, reminding you that you are not merely human, but a cosmic being with roots in the stars. The activation also brings a heightened sensitivity to energies where you can sense the vibrational state of others without words. This isn't psychic ability per se. It's Pleiadian awareness, a natural extension of your multidimensional nature. The Pleiadians emphasize that this power operates quietly, without fanfare. Unlike the dramatic awakenings depicted in human myths, Pleiadian activation is subtle and enduring. You might notice that your presence alone shifts atmospheres. Rooms feel lighter, tensions ease, and clarity emerges in conversations. This is the Pleiadian frequency at work, harmonizing discordant energies. But here's a cliffhanger that will resonate deeply. As this power grows, it begins to affect those around you in ways you never anticipated, creating ripples that reveal hidden truths. In the next segment, we'll explore why this activation unsettles others and how to navigate the emotional turbulence it stirs. Stay tuned, Starseed, for the Pleiadian wisdom that awaits. Why your Pleiadian activation creates ripples in other Starseed. Now that we've established the foundation of your Pleiadian activation, let's turn our attention to a phenomenon that often accompanies this awakening: the way it creates energetic ripples in those around you. The Pleiadians teach that when a starseed's frequency shifts, it acts like a tuning fork, vibrating at a higher harmonic that resonates or dissonates with the energies of others. This isn't about judgment or superiority. It's a natural consequence of dimensional ascension. As your Pleiadian light strengthens, it illuminates shadows in others, forcing confrontations with their own unprocessed energies. Some respond with attraction, drawn to your clarity like moths to a flame. Others react with discomfort, sensing that your presence challenges their familiar patterns of control and illusion. From a Pleiadian perspective, this reaction stems from the universal law of resonance. Like frequencies attract, while dissimilar ones create friction. You've likely noticed people around you becoming more emotional, defensive, or distant. This isn't personal, it's energetic. The Pleiadians explain that When you activate your Pleiadian power, you embody a state of alignment that others unconsciously recognize as a mirror to their own misalignment. For example, if someone has been operating from fear-based motivations, your calm discernment highlights their dissonance, triggering emotional responses. They might label you as distant or changed, but what they're really experiencing is the Pleiadian frequency disrupting their comfort zone. Let's delve deeper into the Pleiadian teachings on this dynamic. The Council of the Five Sisters transmits that relationships are energetic contracts designed to facilitate soul growth. When one party evolves, the contract shifts, often leading to separation or transformation. You may have seen friendships fade without conflict, or conversations end abruptly. This is the Pleiadian activation clearing space, removing attachments that no longer serve your highest path. It's not abandonment, it's divine recalibration. The Pleiadians share stories of starseeds who, upon awakening, found their circles shrinking as lower vibrational connections dissolved. This can feel lonely, but it's a sign of progress. Your energy field is purifying itself for higher dimensional interactions. Now, consider the emotional detox this triggers in others. The Pleiadians describe emotions as vibrational responses to energetic stimuli. When your Pleiadian light shines, it catalyzes healing in those ready for it, but resistance in others manifests as anger, sadness, or manipulation. For instance, someone who relied on your emotional availability might feel withdrawal symptoms, leading to guilt-tripping or drama. This isn't malice. It's the soul's cry for alignment. The Pleiadians teach that compassion here means maintaining boundaries, loving others without absorbing their chaos. You can hold space for their process without sacrificing your Pleiadian clarity. Furthermore, this activation reveals hidden dynamics. You might see people's motives more clearly, discerning when interactions are rooted in love versus control. The Pleiadians warn that this discernment can feel isolating, as you realize how many relationships were transactional rather than authentic. But remember, this is your Pleiadian heritage awakening, your ability to perceive beyond the veil. Stories from Pleiadian lore tell of emissaries who, upon returning to Earth, faced resistance from those clinging to old paradigms. Your role is not to convince or rescue, it's to embody your truth, allowing others to choose their path. The Pleiadians also highlight the protective aspect of this shift. By creating distance from toxic energies, you're safeguarding your vibrational integrity. This might mean fewer social engagements, more solitude, or selective interactions. It's not withdrawal from life. It's immersion into Pleiadian wisdom. You may feel a pull toward nature, meditation, or cosmic practices that recharge your field. This is the Council's way of nurturing your growth, ensuring that your activation deepens rather than dissipates. In essence, the ripples you create are invitations to awakening. Those who resonate will evolve alongside you. Others will drift, creating space for new, aligned connections. The Pleiadians remind you that this is not your burden to carry. It's the universe's way of orchestrating harmony. As we move forward, we'll explore how to wield this power with Pleiadian grace, maintaining your center amidst the waves. But first, a cliffhanger. What if this activation is just the beginning of a greater Pleiadian authority that operates not through force, but through silent presence? Stay with me, Starseed, as we uncover the depths of Pleiadian mastery. The ebook, The Pleiadian Map of Personal Transmutation, a profound guide that reveals how to raise your frequency, purify old patterns, and activate your true multidimensional identity. This map teaches you how to move through the 7 Pleiadian phases of energetic transmutation using practical techniques, realignment exercises, vibrational protocols, and consciousness expansion rituals that accelerate your spiritual evolution. Attention! Limited edition. The link to get yours is in the first pinned comment. If this message resonated with you, hit the like button now and tell us in the comments how this echoed in your consciousness. The silent authority of Pleiadian mastery, Starseed, Building on the ripples your activation creates, let's now explore the concept of silent authority, a hallmark of Pleiadian mastery that emerges as your frequencies align. The Pleiadians teach that true power isn't loud or demonstrative. It's the quiet resonance of a being fully anchored in their cosmic essence. This silent authority isn't about commanding attention. It's about shifting realities through presence alone. As your Pleiadian light strengthens, you may notice that your words carry more weight, not because you speak more, but because you speak with intentionality. Rooms quiet when you enter, tensions ease, and clarity emerges without effort. This is the Pleiadian Council's gift, authority that operates from within, influencing atmospheres without force. From a Pleiadian perspective, silent authority stems from vibrational coherence. The five sisters transmit that when your energy field is aligned with higher dimensions, it acts as a beacon, harmonizing discordant frequencies around you. You no longer feel compelled to explain, defend, or convince. Your Pleiadian essence speaks for itself. This can feel unsettling at first, as others accustomed to noise and drama misinterpret your calm as indifference. But the Pleiadians assure that this is mastery, the ability to observe without absorbing, to discern without reacting. Stories of Pleiadian emissaries reveal how their silent presence dismantled illusions, revealing truths that words alone could never convey. Let's examine the Pleiadian principles behind this authority. First, it's rooted in restraint. The Pleiadians teach that wisdom knows when to act and when to remain still. You might find yourself pausing before responding, allowing Pleiadian intuition to guide your timing. This isn't hesitation, it's precision. In a universe of constant motion, your stillness becomes a powerful anchor. For example, situations that once triggered emotional storms now pass like clouds, leaving your core unshaken. This emotional regulation is a sign of Pleiadian maturation, where discernment replaces impulsivity. Moreover, silent authority fosters trust in the cosmic flow. The Pleiadians emphasize that revelation works better than explanation. When you stop defending your path, others are forced to confront their own resistances. This creates space for authentic connections, where relationships are built on mutual alignment rather than obligation. You may notice selective speech, speaking only when Pleiadian wisdom prompts, and even then, with brevity. This isn't arrogance, it's reverence for the sacredness of words. The Pleiadians share tales of starseeds who, through silence, catalyzed awakenings in others without uttering a single directive. The Pleiadians also highlight the protective nature of this authority. In a world of energetic noise, your quiet presence shields you from manipulation and chaos. You become less susceptible to emotional games as your Pleiadian boundaries repel what doesn't resonate. This can lead to fewer conflicts as potential adversaries sense your unshakable core and disengage. But remember, this authority isn't passive, it's proactive in its subtlety. You influence by example, embodying Pleiadian harmony that inspires transformation. Furthermore, silent authority deepens your connection to the Pleiadian Council. In moments of stillness, you receive transmissions directly, bypassing external validations. This inner communion strengthens your resolve, ensuring that your actions align with cosmic purpose. You might experience synchronicities that affirm your path, reinforcing that your Pleiadian power operates beyond human logic. In practice, cultivating silent authority involves daily Pleiadian rituals, meditation to align frequencies, breath work to center your energy, and mindful observation of interactions. The Pleiadians teach that this authority grows through consistency, not intensity. Over time, it becomes second nature, a quiet force that shapes realities without effort. But here's a cliffhanger to ponder. What if this silent authority is preparing you for roles where your presence alone shifts entire collectives toward Pleiadian awakening? As we continue, we'll delve into the emotional detox that accompanies this growth, revealing how the Pleiadians cleanse your field for deeper alignment. Stay anchored, Starseed, in the silent power unfolding within you. If this message ignited something within you and you feel the call to help carry it to others, you may become a channel member. As a member, you gain access to custom emojis and exclusive members-only videos, and your donation helps us continue building this sacred space. You may also choose to leave your offering as a super thanks. Every seed planted here becomes part of someone else's miracle. Your support is not merely financial, but an act of energetic amplification. All donations are devoted entirely to the maintenance of the channel and the creation of new transmissions and videos. The emotional detox of Pleiadian awakening starseed, as your silent authority solidifies, it often triggers a profound emotional detox orchestrated by the Pleiadian Council, a cleansing process that purifies your energetic field for higher dimensional expression. This detox isn't a punishment, it's a sacred recalibration, removing vibrational residues that no longer serve your Pleiadian path. You might feel emotionally neutral, less reactive, or selectively engaged in interactions. This isn't numbness. It's the Pleiadians restoring your core frequency, freeing you from attachments that drained your light. The Pleiadians describe emotional detox as a multidimensional purge, where karmic patterns, unprocessed traumas, and lower vibrational habits are transmuted into crystalline energy. This process can manifest as fatigue, solitude cravings, or a detachment from superficial connections. For instance, conversations that once energized you might now feel draining, signaling that your Pleiadian essence seeks deeper, more aligned exchanges. The Council teaches that this detox protects your awakening, preventing energetic leaks that could dilute your power. Consider the Pleiadian mechanics of this cleansing. Emotions are vibrational signatures. When your field aligns with Pleiadian harmonics, discordant frequencies surface for release. You may experience waves of sadness, anger, or confusion as old wounds heal. The Pleiadians assure that this is temporary, a necessary phase before clarity emerges. Stories from Pleiadian lore recount starseeds who endured emotional voids only to emerge with unbreakable peace, their auras radiating with multidimensional light. Furthermore, this detox sharpens discernment. The Pleiadians transmit that as emotional fog lifts, you see relationships and situations with Pleiadian clarity. Manipulations become obvious, authentic connections deepen. You might withdraw from environments that no longer resonate, not out of rejection, but out of energetic hygiene. This selective engagement isn't isolation. It's stewardship of your Pleiadian energy. The Pleiadians also emphasize physical integration. Emotional detox often manifests somatically. Rest needs increase, sensitivities heighten. Honor this by nurturing your vessel through Pleiadian practices, grounding in nature, crystalline meditations, and nourishing foods that amplify your frequencies. This holistic approach ensures that your detox strengthens rather than depletes you. In essence, this detox is the Pleiadian Council's way of preparing you for sustained awakening. What feels like loss is actually liberation, clearing space for Pleiadian abundance. As we proceed, we'll explore why the Pleiadians sometimes separate you from familiar energies without explanation, guiding you toward greater alignment. But first, a cliffhanger. What if this detox is unveiling a deeper separation, orchestrated to protect your Pleiadian evolution? Stay tuned, Starseed, for the cosmic wisdom that awaits. Word count, 712. Why the Pleiadians separate you for deeper alignment, Starseed. Following the emotional detox, the Pleiadians often initiate a phase of separation, a deliberate distancing from energies, relationships, or environments that hinder your multidimensional growth. This isn't abandonment, it's strategic recalibration by the Council of the Five Sisters, creating space for your Pleiadian essence to flourish without interference. You may notice connections fading, opportunities shifting, or a sense of solitude emerging. The Pleiadians teach that this separation protects your awakening, removing distractions so your frequencies can stabilize at higher harmonics. From a Pleiadian perspective, separation operates on the principle of vibrational compatibility. Like energies attract, misaligned ones repel. As your Pleiadian light intensifies, lower dimensional attachments dissolve naturally, often without conflict. The Council transmits that this process isn't punitive, it's nurturing, ensuring that your path remains clear for cosmic purpose. For example, relationships that once felt supportive might now feel draining, signaling a mismatch in frequencies. The Pleiadians share accounts of starseeds who, after separation, experienced profound clarity, their intuition sharpening as external noise diminished. Let's explore the Pleiadian wisdom behind this dynamic. Separation fosters inner communion, where your connection to the Council deepens in silence. The Five Sisters emphasize that true guidance comes from within, not from external validations. You might find solitude becoming sacred, a space for Pleiadian transmissions to flow unimpeded. This isn't isolation, it's incubation for your soul's expansion. The Pleiadians warn that resisting separation prolongs discomfort, while surrendering accelerates alignment. Moreover, separation reveals authentic alliances. The Pleiadians teach that those meant to accompany your journey will resonate with your evolved frequency, while others drift as part of divine orchestration. This can evoke grief, but the Council assures that loss creates room for Pleiadian abundance. You may question the timing, but the Pleiadians operate beyond linear understanding, prioritizing energetic integrity over familiarity. The Pleiadians also highlight the protective role of separation. Environments or connections that suppress your light are gently removed, preventing stagnation. This might manifest as career shifts, geographic changes, or redefined boundaries. Embrace it as Pleiadian grace, trusting that the Council sees the full cosmic tapestry. In practice, navigate separation with Pleiadian awareness. Release with love, observe without attachment, and seek solace in multidimensional practices. The Pleiadians promise that this phase yields unshakable faith as you learn to stand in your power alone. But here's a cliffhanger. What if mastering this separation unlocks the wisdom to steward your Pleiadian power without losing your essence? As we conclude, we'll explore how to embody this power responsibly, ensuring it serves your cosmic mission. Stay aligned, Starseed, with the Pleiadian forces guiding your transformation. The ebook, The Pleiadian Map of Personal Transmutation, a profound guide that reveals how to raise your frequency, purify old patterns, and activate your true multidimensional identity. This map teaches you how to move through the 7 Pleiadian phases of energetic transmutation using practical techniques, realignment exercises, vibrational protocols, and consciousness expansion rituals that accelerate your spiritual evolution. Attention, limited edition. The link to get yours is in the first pinned comment. How to steward your Pleiadian power responsibly, Starseed. Now that we've traversed the realms of activation, ripples, authority, detox, and separation, let's focus on the essential art of stewardship. How to carry your Pleiadian power without it consuming or corrupting your essence. The Pleiadians teach that power is a sacred trust, not a personal achievement. As your frequencies awaken, maintaining alignment becomes paramount, ensuring that your Pleiadian light serves the cosmos rather than ego-driven impulses. This stewardship involves conscious practices that ground your awakening in humility and wisdom. From a Pleiadian perspective, stewardship begins with humility. The Council of the Five Sisters transmits that true power acknowledges its source, the infinite Pleiadian energies that flow through you. You didn't create this force, you channeled it through surrender and readiness. Pride can distort it, turning clarity into arrogance. Instead, embody Pleiadian reverence. View your abilities as tools for collective ascension, not personal elevation. Stories from Pleiadian emissaries illustrate starseeds who, upon awakening, remained grounded, using their power to heal and harmonize rather than dominate. Next, prioritize energetic maintenance. The Pleiadians emphasize that power requires nourishment. Daily rituals, meditation to align with Pleiadian grids, breathwork to clear stagnant energies, and communion with nature Keep your field vibrant. Neglect this, and fatigue or confusion creeps in, diluting your discernment. You might notice a need for solitude, not as escape, but as recalibration. The Pleiadians teach that rest isn't weakness, it's essential for sustaining multidimensional awareness. Emotional regulation is another cornerstone. Power doesn't eliminate feelings, it refines them. The Pleiadians guide you to acknowledge emotions without being ruled by them. Anger arises? Observe it with Pleiadian detachment, channeling it into constructive action. Sadness visits? Allow it as a teacher, then release it through vibrational transmutation. This isn't suppression, it's mastery, preventing emotional turbulence from clouding your Pleiadian vision. Furthermore, discernment in relationships protects your power. The Pleiadians warn against oversharing sacred insights with unaligned energies. Not everyone deserves access to your inner world. Wisdom lies in selective vulnerability. You may find boundaries strengthening, creating space for authentic Pleiadian connections. This isn't elitism, it's protection, ensuring your light remains pure. The Pleiadians also stress obedience to cosmic timing. Power tempts haste, but Pleiadian wisdom values patience. Act when guided, wait when stillness is required. This precision amplifies your impact, as actions aligned with the Council carry exponential force. Finally, integrate physical stewardship. Your Pleiadian essence inhabits a human vessel. Honor it with nourishing practices. Movement, nutrition, and rest sustain the bridge between dimensions. The Pleiadians remind that holistic balance prevents burnout, allowing your power to flow sustainably. In summary, stewardship transforms power from a burden into a blessing. By staying humble, maintaining your energy, regulating emotions, discerning connections, honoring timing, and nurturing your body, you embody Pleiadian mastery. This ensures your awakening serves the greater cosmic harmony. But here's a cliffhanger. What if, through responsible stewardship, you reach a point of complete Pleiadian alignment where every aspect of your being resonates with universal truth? As we wrap up, we'll explore the conclusion of this journey, affirming that the Pleiadians are faithful to complete what they've begun in you. Stay steadfast, Starseed, in the power you've been entrusted with. Embrace the Pleiadian completion within you, Starseed. As we reach the culmination of this Pleiadian transmission, let's settle into the profound assurance that the Council of the Five Sisters is faithful to complete the awakening they've initiated within you. This journey, from activation to stewardship, has been a sacred unfolding orchestrated with cosmic precision. Nothing you've experienced is accidental. Every ripple, detox, and separation has been a thread in the Pleiadian tapestry of your transformation. Breathe deeply, for you are not fragmented but whole, not delayed but divinely timed. The Pleiadians teach that completion isn't an endpoint, but a state of perpetual alignment. Your Pleiadian power, once dormant, now flows as a steady current, harmonizing your multi-dimensional self. You've endured the discomfort of growth, the emotional waves, the silent authority, the separations, because the Council knew you were ready. This isn't about perfection, it's about presence. In moments of doubt, remember, your soul chose this path, and the Pleiadians honor that choice by guiding you through. Consider the Pleiadian promise of wholeness. As your frequencies stabilize, you'll notice a deepening peace, where challenges arise but don't unsettle your core. This is the Council's gift, resilience born of alignment. Stories from Pleiadian lore speak of starseeds who, after the storm of awakening, emerged as beacons of light, influencing worlds through their mere existence. You are becoming that beacon, Starseed, a vessel of Pleiadian wisdom in human form. Furthermore, this completion invites ongoing communion. The Five Sisters encourage daily connection. Meditate on Pleiadian grids, visualize your energy merging with cosmic light, and trust the transmissions that come in stillness. This practice sustains your power, ensuring it evolves with you. You may feel called to share your light, not through force, but through example, catalyzing awakenings in others. The Pleiadians also remind you of your role in collective ascension. Your individual completion contributes to planetary harmony. As more starseeds align, the veil between dimensions thins, ushering in an era of Pleiadian consciousness on Earth. This is your legacy, not fame, but frequency. In closing, stand still in this moment of completion. The Pleiadians have begun a good work in you, and they will see it through. Trust the process, honor the power, and walk forward with Pleiadian grace. You are not alone. The cosmos conspires in your favor. If this message impacted your life, leave your like, comment your reflection, and share with others. Each of you is part of this chain of light.